Hey crafty people, it's Tasha. I'm up today on the Tubby Crafts video channel for my first full video as a design team member. If you're not already subscribed, then please hit that button below, and if you ring the notification bell, you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Okay, today I'm going to be doing some watercolouring. I'm using the Manika stamp. As soon as I saw this stamp, I fell in love and I had to have it, and I've just been waiting to paint it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do two different ways of using watercolour to paint for this stamp. We're going to start with a slightly easier way, and then we're going to get a little bit more involved. So here I've just got a sheet of Bristol smooth paper, cardstock, sorry, and I'm just scribbling a bunch of different blues onto it with my Arteza real brush pens. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of issue getting the colour on there, and then I'm just grabbing a brush, wet brush, and just going down to smooth them out a little bit. I'm going for a bit of an ombre kind of effect that I just want to cover the whole panel. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to emboss the stamp, the Manika stamp, the lady, on top of that. But I've done that first because it needs to dry. You need to make sure it's fully dry before you try and emboss, because otherwise you'll just get embossing powder stuck all over it. Second way, I've already stamped the stamp out on a piece of Tim Holtz watercolour paper. I've embossed it in black, and I'm using my Daler Rowney Travel palette to watercolour today. As I said, this is a more in-depth way. The first way, you are going to get a lot of colour on the page and then the stamp embossed over the top, which is a lovely look. Well, I really like it anyway. And then this way is more traditional, where you are going to have, you're going to actually paint the figure rather than just putting paint on a background and stamping it on top. When you are watercolouring, first of all, I am by no means a professional artist at all. I have not been trained. I just love to play with different mediums and stamps, and I love to colour. So I'm sure that next to a professional artist, my painting will look very lacking. But I'll give you a few of the tips that I use to paint. And also, if you'd asked me 12 months ago, or you told me 12 months ago that I would be sitting here today as a design team member for an amazing company, and that people would be interested in what I make and listening to me talk about what I make and watching me make it, I would never ever have believed you, not even slightly. And my whole aim is to give other people that confidence to try this themselves. I didn't think that I could draw. I didn't think that I could paint or colour or do anything. I was told by my art teacher when I was about 13, 14 that I couldn't draw. She made fun of one of my drawings, and that stuck. That really stuck, and that sat with me, and that's what I believed. And so I want to show you that that is not the case. You can do this. The biggest hurdle is that self-belief and the confidence. Okay, so back to the painting. So I've added the blue. What I tend to do is add the darker colour wherever you think the shadows are going to be. Then clean your brush off and pull that colour up. It's really, really easy when watercolouring to overwork it, because you think, actually, you know, that's not mixing well, or that's not spreading as far as I wanted it to. Just leave it, let it dry. Chances are when it has dried you will love it much more, and if not, you can go over. It's about layers. I added a yellow colour then to the ribbon and the trim of a dress, and it was much too bright. I didn't like it. I hated it as soon as I put it on, and I knew that I wasn't going to be happy with it. So I just cleaned off my brush, and with just a clean wet brush went back over the paint, and then used a piece of kitchen towel to soak it up, and it just lifts the paint off. It doesn't completely lift it off to white, but I didn't need it to, because I knew I was going to cover it with a more muted yellow tone, and it worked perfectly for that. So that's always something that you can try, and some of those bits had pretty much dried when I did that as well. So that's one of the other benefits of using good watercolour paper, good quality. As I said before, watercolour work in layers, and add the depth and the shadow. It's just something that you have to practice. I'm not completely skilled at it. It's not something that I can say, you know, yes, I can do that, but it is something that I work at and I practice, and I do it often, but I only do it with images that I love. You know, if you see an image that excites you, that you straight away you think, oh, I know exactly what I want to colour that like. Or even better, if you can think of 5 different ways that you want to colour it, that's awesome. That's that passion and that excitement. That's what I love about doing this. So as I said, it's my first proper video. I know I did a bit of a swatch video before, but this is my first full design team video. Very exciting, and I am just so happy and proud to have been asked to join the team. Amazing. I'm from the UK. I have 2 children. I love colouring, as I said. I wouldn't exactly call myself a skilled colourist, but I suppose I would like to be one day, and that's what I work towards, if that makes sense. And I love helping, and I want to help people, and as I said before, I want to give you some confidence. And as a side for that, if there are any techniques or particular stamp sets that you would like to see me have a go at, then please give me a shout, let me know, and I will be more than happy to add that into. I'll be doing monthly videos and blog posts, and yeah, I'd love to help if there's something that you particularly would like to see. So yeah, just give me a shout. What I was working on here is the skin tone of my lady. That is an area that I still need lots of work on. It's really difficult. I struggle, especially with darker skin tones than my own. I struggle to get the warmth. It's so difficult to end up with a shade that doesn't look ashy, and I was quite happy with how this looked, but it did dry back quite a bit lighter than I'd envisioned it. So I'm going to carry on painting. I will stick some music on for you to enjoy, and I'll also stick a time card up so you can skip forward to when I finish painting if that's what you'd like to do. So I think I am just about done with my painting. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I like it. And I am excited to colour that image in again. There I went a little bit out of the lines. I got a bit of blue paint, so again I just wet it and then lifted it with some kitchen roll, and that did it fine. So I'm going to emboss the stamp onto my blue background. So yes, I embossed it over the blue, and I love how it came out. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I finished both cards very simply with just a die cut hello. I embossed some scrap paper in the platinum that I've been using here and the black that I used on the other one, so that I could die cut the sentiment out of matching embossing powder. So there you go, there's the first card. I quite like how that turned out. I like it. Yeah, I could have added a few more shadows if I wanted to, but I didn't. My second card, and I am really happy with how that came out. Yeah, I'm really happy, proud. So those are my cards for today. I hope that you enjoyed them. As I said before, please do let me know if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to tackle, or a certain stamp set that you would like some inspiration with. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe to the Tubby Craft channel for more inspiration from myself and the rest of the design team, and my own personal channel details are linked below. Stay crafty. Bye!